Hi there, Brian Nussbaum here, and first of all, I wanted to just welcome you to my Empower Network blog and hopefully to my Empower Network team. I really have a story to share with you about where I came from and how I got here and where I'm going that is meant to inspire the heck out of you. You know, I came online over 5 years ago. 5 years ago, looking for a way that I could make money, seeking the type of time leveraged freedom that we all come to the internet looking for. Now, I'm not sure what your background is, I'm not sure what your history or past is, or how you even found me, but what I can say is that I'm probably just like you. And you're probably just like me, searching the web, looking for a way, just a way to make your life better. You know that a lot of commerce is done on the internet. You know that the web is where it's at. It's the next frontier. And you know that it's where everything's going. But if you're like me, you've been lied to, you've been scammed, you've been cheated, lied to again and again and again, and you've been promised the world, and you've got nothing but, dirt in your pocket to show, and certainly, you've lost a lot of money. I totally feel you, but listen, I'm here to inspire you and to put some positivity back into you, perhaps a little bit of wind in your sail. Like I said, I came here 5 years ago, initially, coming from a network marketing background, traditional, mostly offline, and then that didn't work out for me for almost 2 years. So then I came online. That was 5 years ago, and nothing ever worked. But here's what I can say: every time I made a mistake, every time I lost money, for every little bit of anger that I had, I learned something. And it was like I was consistently putting little pieces of this puzzle together, and God, it took a long time to do it. But every step forward that I took, it's like I learned something new. It's like I was snapping pieces of this puzzle together and felt like I was getting closer and closer. And yeah, at the end of 12 months, when you aren't making money but you still feel closer, it's not the greatest feeling in the world, but there's just that something inside of you that says keep going, that little voice in your head. And I know that you probably know exactly what I'm talking about, that little voice in your head that all logic would have told you to retreat from your dreams and to stop wasting money and making a fool out of yourself. But there's that little voice inside of you that doesn't recognize any of the facts and says, no, you keep going, there's something there for you. Well, in regards to the Empower Network, I've got to say that all of the steps that I took, all of the pain that I went through, all the ridiculous struggle and just the ridiculous shit that I did throughout the years that don't make any sense, they led me up to a point of finding the Empower Network. They led me here, and I know you probably didn't, come to this page looking for a pitch about the Empower Network, so that's not what I'm going to do, because if you're smart, you'll just opt into my page and, accept it for what it is, and you'll make your own decisions. I don't need to insult you and tell you what is and what isn't. You'll make those decisions for yourself. But, that was my pain. 5 years, living at home with my parents, college dropout, working my ass off at, retail jobs. I've been in the restaurant industry, I've managed a restaurant, I've worked in the back room, I've done weird, odd jobs, I've sold different things, in different capacities, and never really made more than like $15,000-$20,000 a month, and even on the high end that was just me busting my ass all day long. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to believe in a dream that you have no way of proving. I get it. But it wasn't more than about 3 or 4 months ago when I finally took a solid look at the Empower Network. Now, at the time of me shooting this video, the Empower Network is more than 8 months old. It's almost 9 months old, but I didn't pay any attention to it at first. And what's amazing is that one of the owners, David Wood, I knew him basically when he was living in his van. I knew who he was. I knew where he came from. So why I didn't listen to him once I found out that he launched the Empower Network is really beyond me. I guess I wasn't focused. But I am focused now, and this is where I am, and this is where I'm here to stay. And what I can tell you is that all of those little steps that I took when all the facts told me to stop stop dead in my tracks and go back to school, or try to get a better job, when that would have made sense, that little voice in my head that kept telling me to move forward, I realize now that it was so that I could get to this point. And I won't get into detail about all the little things that I learned along the way, but all of the little things that I did learn on my own along the way, Empower Network embodies it. It just compiles everything that I learned and puts it into a sweet little package, and all I have to do is work this business for 15-20 minutes every day, and it works. The moment that I turned the machine, as they call it, the moment I turned the machine on and started actively working this business, guess what? I started to get leads. I opened my AWeber autoresponder account just this morning, and I realized that I've had more leads in the last week than I've had in the last entire 5 years online, working hours upon hours. And it's all because of stuff that I learned in the products with the Empower Network. And because of that lead flow, now I'm starting to convert sales. I'm making money. I've never made money online before. Maybe $10 here or there, but I'm actually making money regularly. And I've made as much as $500 in a single day. The day that happened, I just, scratched my head. I couldn't believe it. And it gets better and better every day. My income's going up and up, and for the first time ever, I'm looking at life from a very different angle. And I've put my dream board back up on my wall, and I've even changed some of the pictures that I had on it, because when you start becoming successful, your dreams start to get bigger. The things that you expect for yourself change. So all I can tell you is this boat doesn't stop here. Okay? Wherever you're at, it don't stop here. You got to keep going. And I want you to take a look at the Empower Network. I'm blatantly going to tell you, if you're on my blog, often click on the one of the banners to the top or to the right of me, or at the very bottom, and click in and subscribe to my list so that I can show you the proof that is Empower Network, and how this works and how it can change your life. I know it can change your life because it changed mine. I took the necessary actions that I needed to take to make this work for me, and for the first time in 5 years, actually 7 years, almost 8 years from the very start of it all, I'm actually making money, and I can prove it. I have never felt this confident in myself, in my abilities, and it makes all of the nights that I cried myself to sleep, all the fights that I had with my parents about where I'm going in life, all of the stupid arguments with my friends, and the social bullshit that I had to go through, it makes it all worth it. There's definitely an emotional payoff because I joined the Empower Network. And I want to let you know that if you still have that spark in you, you're still running with that dream, as ridiculous as everybody may think you are, you still got it in you, and you join me in the Empower Network, and you get in, and you go all in with your heart and your soul, and you make this work for yourself, there's one guarantee that I can make. You will have a payoff. That's all I've got for you today. I look forward to seeing you on the inside of my email subscriber list. And if you subscribe, I sincerely thank you for being a subscriber. It means a lot to me. And I look forward to working with you directly on this team that we call the Empower Network, on my team. Have a good day.